Good afternoon, everyone. We'll begin in a short span.
Good afternoon, everybody. We'll be beginning in the while. Thank you for coming. We'll begin at 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll begin in a short while. Thank you for joining in. Good afternoon, ma'am, Ms. Devitri, Ms. Japjeet, and Monica, ma'am. Please switch your cameras on.
Hello Drishti. Hello Devitri. Hello Japjeet.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Hi,
afternoon,
Drishti.
Good all of you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, choosing a career is an important decision every student has to make. To help students with this important decision making process of their lives, Queens Valley is hosting a webinar on scope of engineering graphics. I, Drishti Sharma, will be moderating today's event. This session is being held for students of class 9th and 10th. The webinar is aimed at providing information on the scope and demand of engineering graphics as a discipline as well as a career option for students who are interested in designing and architecture. Given the trend of rising demand for 3D and 2D structures, engineering graphics is an amazing platform which can help students reach for becoming entrepreneurs who like to work on their own and want to set up their own businesses, as well as for professionals who like to work in an office. Today, we have with us a panel of individuals, including architects and alumni of QVS, to talk about the importance of engineering graphics as a career as well as a subject. We welcome everyone. We have our first panelist, Ms. Japjeet Kaur. She is an architect and an accomplished director of United Inex Design Executors Private Limited. We welcome you, ma'am. We also
Hi, everyone.
have Ms. Devitri Banerjee. She holds a degree in Bachelor's of Technology in Engineering Graphics. She is currently working as a designer at ZV.io. We welcome you, ma'am.
Hi, thank you.
I would also like to welcome Ms. Monica Uri. Monica ma'am is an engineering graphics teacher, freelancing architect, and interior designer. She has been teaching the subject for the past 26 years. We welcome you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I will run you through the set of instructions for the day now. All attendees should note that their mics will remain muted throughout the session. Please drop your questions in the meeting chat area for the panelists. All questions will be addressed in the question answer session. You may raise your hands in case you want to unmute yourself for the question answer session. Let's now begin with our panel discussion. I would request Monica ma'am to provide us with insights of engineering graphics as a subject as well as a career option.
Thank you, Drishti. Right. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Principal Ma'am and team of QVS for giving me opportunity to talk about my favorite subject, that is engineering graphics, and its value in daily life and as well as in technical professions. Right. So let's talk about the engineering graphics subject, which was at time it was scaring for me because I didn't study this subject. I could not study actually during my school days. So when I got admission in architecture, so I was facing a lot of problems. So because of that only, I took special coaching from an expert, and with the result, I topped in the subject. So that was so I could imagine the importance of engineering graphic in my professional life since 26 years. Now let's talk about the subject only. As the name says, it is engineering graphics. So it is somewhere related to engineering and then graphics. So engineering means, what do you mean by engineering? Do anybody know that? What are engineers do? What do engineers do? Engineering is actually about designing something. All engineers are basically designers. They're designers of something new, some new product, some new machine, or some new structure in their own field, right? When we combine the engineering drawing or drafting work along with the computerized drafting, that is graphics. So it's a combination of your designing ideas and which you do manually as well as on the computers also. So basically, it becomes a language of all technical persons. It's a technical language through which all technical persons communicate with each other, right? For example, if an architect or interior designer or fashion designer is thinking of something new in his mind and he wants to display his idea, he wants to let it know to the vendors. So how will he display? He will have to make it manually on the sheet first of all. Then he will have to make it a three-dimensional view or pictorial views, perspective views in the graphic form also. That will make it more clearer to the client, isn't it? So the combination of graphics and engineering does wonder because we basically think about the two-dimensional views initially, and which is not very much understandable to a layman, but it can be conveyed to the technical person. But when we want to make the three-dimensional pictorial views, it will become automatically and very easy understandable to the layman itself, right? So for that reason, we require the combination of these two professions like graphics and engineering together. After this, so let's talk about the language which they convey along with each other, all the engineers. How do they do? They have some standard profiles, they have some standard conventions, the representation of 2D and 3D objects which are being taught in this subject. So engineers and designers communicate along among themselves in graphic drawings and plans. What do you mean by plan? Plan means to think something on pictorial form and two-dimensional form, right? So pictorial is done later. Initially, we have to think about the two-dimensional layout of the thing. So that is called the detailed drawing. If we think anything about to make some amendment in the object, product designing. So what do? We think about the two-dimensional orthographic view, viewing the object at 90° with respect to the observer's side. Then later on, we give the three-dimensional view for more clarity. All these things along with the standard profiles or universal conventional representations are being taught in this subject so that the student becomes professionally sound to display his ideas or technical amendment of the object in future in any of the field. So that is why the subject has been made mandatory in all engineering lines, in all designing fields. Now you can see the importance of engineering graphic in your daily life also. Say for example, everything around you in physical form is being designed by someone, isn't it? Other than your body, which is designed by God, right? So everything around you is being designed by someone, and who does this? They have some idea in the mind. How do? They do it with the medium of engineering graphics only. So that is the importance, the basic importance of this subject everywhere around you. Correct? In physical form, everything is being designed by this subject. Now, at a glance, if we talk about the engineering graphic, we initially teach the plane geometry to 11th class, and then gradually we move towards the solid geometry, which includes all the simple orthographic views and then pictorial form. Then we do the modeling work. We make the same objects or the machines. We start with the simplified ones, then later on with the bigger machines, some complicated one, some curvatures are there. So all these special curves or other complexities along with the special style of dimensioning and alignment are being taught in this subject. So that gives a very good visualization and technical representation to that student. So regarding the importance of this subject in the field of your score, so it is highly imaginative and mind sharpening. Obviously the student is cramming all the subjects like chemistry, physics, one by one, and when he comes to the engineering graphic class, his mind is open for the ideas and the new things which he can think and he can display in his own form, because he knows the concepts and basic representations of depicting the ideas. So introduces technical aspects to the students. It makes you skillful and practical. You can think of your own. It's not the cramming word, it's not the repetition of the design. It develops a professional aptitude in students to work independently. You can think anything around you. Even a housewife sitting at home can think about, if I want to make some change in this corner, or if I want to make some change in my dress, my style, or some utility items, those are the product ones. So these utility items can be changed with the knowledge of your engineering graphic aptitude. So you should know that how the things will be implemented while making some change in the object, isn't it? So the subject is highly scoring because it's a practical based only. The subject is got only drafting work. So it's a combination of practical and theory. Theory means a little technical knowledge or terminology which are being taught universally. We have to be aware of that thing. So that will give a very good score to the student, and the main advantage is that the student scores the good score within the class environment only. He doesn't have to spare the extra time for that, right? It can be done very easily within the class timings, following the teacher's instruction. Easy to handle with other mainstreams, like he can spare a very good valuable time for other major subjects as well, right? Aptitude and advanced preparation for the competitive exams. So competitive exams, they usually get, because as I told you that the engineering graphic subject is mandatory for all engineering in first, third, fifth semester, and then in all designing fields. So the knowledge of this will automatically be aware, will make you aware about the competitive exams. Enhances visualization ability. You can visualize something new of your skill and get it implemented. It enhances your aptitude skills also. So basically, after taking the subject, what are you going to learn? The visualization of the object, visualization of the machine and any other design, and then graphic theory, then standards and conventional representation which are being followed by universal methods, and some special tools, some technical tools, and how to do those works graphically in the computers are being taught in there. Then application of all the thing, all technical drawings. Basically, we work on working drawings. The working drawings means when you have thought something about the new design, how will it work? The working of that material or the object will be taught properly in this subject. So that makes you more professional regarding the thing. And regarding the syllabus outline of this subject, it has 70 and 30 ratio. The 70 is for theory. Both are actually drawing based only. The drafting work is being done. And in class 11, we teach them about the special curves, plane geometry, and then move towards the sectioning of solids. Sectioning means to cut out the object and see the complexity and give the detailing in a proper manner. Then some machine drawing, the related to all machines. So actually the subject is touching each and every sphere of engineering and designs. So we are touching mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, architecture, civil engineering, and other designing fields like fashion designing and graphic representations. All spheres are being touched in this same subject in the individual one. Then in class 12, we move towards the complicated machines and their representation, their working drawings, and then some part is being taught with freehand sketching also, that we call as site drawings. When an engineer or designer goes to some site, he has to make the sketch immediately just in front of the client, and that is being done by freehand sketching. And later on, the same thing is being taught on computer aided designing also. So we have some tools like CAD and AutoCAD on which we teach them how to do the manual work transfer to the computer aided by adding some different colors and different light schemes in that. The admission related knowledge of their subject is, it is mandatory for all engineering, as I told you, and for BARC and NATA, we can take the very good knowledge of this engineering graphic. It can be implemented there. And for humanities students, they can use this NIFT, NID, and other designing, product designing. These fields can be chosen for after taking the admission in this engineering graphic field. So various institutes like BITS, Pilani, and other reputed institutes prefer students with a background of engineering graphic. Definitely they prefer to take the, sometimes they take the subjective test also. It used to be a subjective test long time back in IIT mains also. And again, a group of engineering graphic educators, they are appealing, they are trying to communicate to the education minister regarding re-implementation of the subjective test of engineering graphic in the IIT mains. So that's what we are trying to. And after this, the professional choices which we can opt for after taking engineering graphic is, first one is your engineering, any stream. And after this, just a minute. Yeah, the professional choices are the engineering stream, all stream of that, and then architecture, especially that is also a designing field and engineering field, and especially for the planning part, right? Then teaching can also be taken up on higher school, on graduation level and on professor level. Then town planning. Town planning is related to the entire town planning work. That is the division of architecture. And then interior designing, graphic designing, fashion designing, textile designing, product designing, footwear designing, automobile designing, and furniture designing. And there is one more line which is getting famous in our industry, that is home styling. So many females are opting for that, that is home styling. They get to know about the measurement of the house and then do the styling work, and that is being also well paid in the industry right now. So all these professions except architecture and town planning, all other professions are suitable for humanities students also, right? And after this, the architecture is mainly related to the planning of the buildings. Automobile designing is related to the inside working of the technical things or some cars or everything. And then engineering mechanical parts, all these fields are using the medium of engineering graphic to display their working and their two-dimensional views. And then later on the graphic designing also. So the fashion designing, product designing, and textile designing, all other fields are using the media of engineering graphic to display their ideas. Now, after this, let's talk about the QVS alumni. And we have very good high scorers in our history, and they have taken admission in best of the best colleges. Rajvi Doshi, Harsha Banwal, and Japjit is also there. She is also invited in the webinar. And after this, at last, we want to talk about the 100% scorers of QVS alumni. That's Devitri Banerjee, Arushi, and Ritvika Nandi. They scored full on full in their score. And this was regarding the information about engineering graphic. So the importance of this subject, which I feel is very much after taking the professional courses, any kind of designing or any kind of engineering field. So that becomes very important and knowledgeable to visualize and implementation of your ideas. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your attention. And
Thank you, Monica ma'am.
Now hand over to Drishti.
Yes, ma'am. Being an engineering graphic student myself, I can absolutely relate to the fact that it is a very imaginative and realistic subject. It is all about whatever is in your head has to come on a piece of paper. After studying physics and chemistry, heavy subjects, it provides a place to relax and rejuvenate in the class as we, discuss and talk about the practical thinking parts of basic objects such as speakers or computers or nuts and bolts, etc. So now I would like to request our principal, Dr. Namita Sharma, to address us with her enlightening words. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. It's such a pleasure to see so many of you around, and also a pleasure to hear about the subject. I would like to share what I have understood from ma'am and what she has been, the way she's been teaching and the way our students have been picking up, and the way now we have a chain of alumni who've established themselves at different locations. So seeing all that, what I have been able to understand, ma'am, check me if I'm wrong somewhere, that first of all, the jobs are prestigious. Secondly, you don't need to be an artist for it. Am I right? Somebody had written
Yes.
in the chat box that is it all about drawing?
Only.
No,
No,
it
no,
is
no.
drawing. If
It's representation.
mathematics is
We
not about
do
drawing
work.
anything where you're drawing lines or making lines. See, the term that we use is drawing. But otherwise, it is basically using a set of instruments and then working with your pen, pencil, or whatever your things are. Hence,
It's
you don't
drafting.
need to be an artist. Yes. So it means if you are a designer, you have to have that knack or that aptitude in your head and transfer that in the form of a set of scientifically placed or set of lines or basically combinations. And you see all that around you in nature. God is the biggest engineering graphic person who's been designing almost everything around. So hence,
Yeah.
once upon a time, it was limited to only science students. Like ma'am said that there are two streams where the limitation is that you need to be a science person. But otherwise, a person from humanities or otherwise can also go for it. You just need to have that flair to understand designing. If you are going for fashion designing, and there are so many designings that we hear of today, offbeat, off the track fields where so much designing, even like when we go for selecting different brands, say for example shoes, we hear so much about shoes, say Nike, a specific brand or a specific shoe comes out and there's so much into it, which there's so much gone into it. And then the web that they draw with the chart that is made on the box, or if you check online about the shoe, that how it's going to help your heel, how it's going to help your curvature, and how it's going to help your toes. So all this is a part of designing. Am I right, ma'am? So does jewelry designing also come as a part of, does it give a
Definitely.
base?
Of designing, yes. Again, we have some curvatures, some special curves. Those are being united together to get the better look of that gems and the base of that metal. So all these things come under the engineering graphic field only.
Okay.
You need to have the basic knowledge.
And otherwise also NEP as well as the government of India has been working and is gradually moving everybody in the direction of vocation. So it is a subject which is again a vocational subject, which is a totally skill-based subject. It gives you skills, it gives you tools, it makes you more scientific in your aptitude with irrespective of the stream that you have taken. So hence, this time the school has thought of opening and introducing engineering graphics as a subject in humanities also. So I hope that it works with us, and I hope that lots and lots of girls take this up without any fear of working hard. See, beta, you have to work hard almost in every stream. Let it be. Nowadays, there's no limitation of stream. It is just a set of subject combinations. Whatever subject you take, if you want to be successful in life, and if you want to pursue a profession, if you want to be a professional, you will have to work hard today. Life makes you work hard. Now the choice is yours. You work hard today or whether you want to work hard in your old age. I think this is the best time to work hard. हमारी मम्मी हमारे घर वाले हमसे झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन उल्टे सीधे कोई काम नहीं कराते हैं. We are in this luxury wherein we can make use of the time and the money being spent on us by our parents. So let's make use of it. Let's not be scared of the hard work, because see, though ma'am said that 70 marks theory and 30 marks practical, but I've seen that the girls who are already studying would say that it is 100% practical from the beginning till the end. And that is the reason why we have hundreds. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
All yours, but I just had to say this because I'm all excited about giving this subject in different streams. Let's hope that it works and it, I mean, why it works? Because I know it is 100% success story, but the only thing is that children opt for the subject.
They will definitely.
Keith, how are you? You're muted.
Javjit, unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? I'm good.
Well, good. Doing well. I've been
Yes.
hearing so many stories about you and the work that you've been doing. Ma'am has been showcasing it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good. All the best. Take care. All yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Personally, I'm really excited for, you know, engineering graphics being introduced for class 11th and 12th humanities students as well, because I have seen so many of my friends who were really excited for the subject, because everyone should have a chance, to try their hand at engineering graphics. It is such a mind-boggling subject, and yes. So now let's start a panel discussion. First of all, good morning, Ms. Devitri Banerjee.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Drishti, and good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Devitri. I missed you. Huh? How are you?
I am good. I am good. Thank you. I just thought you just missed me because you remember my mischiefs in back in my school
No,
days.
no, no, no. I always remember you with good colors and good moods. And the way ma'am has been telling and your teacher has been, I mean, we've been following you through your teacher. It's been all good and we are proud of you people.
All right. Hope that all the punishments are worth.
They're always.
Hi, Japjit ma'am. So tell us something about yourself. What have you been doing currently?
Hi, Drishti. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. It's so good to see you all after so long time. So I'll just start with myself. I am Japjit, and I have pursued architecture from Sushant University. And I am a graduate of 2020, and I've been working. I was interested in this field like I since my childhood, I would say, and I was very much, eager to learn about construction, the buildings, how the planning works, and everything. So at a stage when I would say in ninth or 10th, I realized that I need to, take up some subjects or take up some things to, in order to fulfill my dream. And which is when I realized that engineering graphics is a subject that would really help me in architecture and, in order to clear my examinations for that. So in 11th, I changed my school because the school I was in did not had this subject. So I changed my school. I went to QVS. I studied with Monica ma'am, and it was a very good time, I would say. And as she said that, after studying physics, chemistry, and all of that, it was such a relief for us. Yeah, sorry. So after my 2 years of engineering graphics, I pursued NATA the examination. I got into Sushant and I cleared my exams with good numbers thanks to Monica ma'am. And the importance of EG, I would say, started happening there and then itself. So when I was appearing for NATA, I obviously studied my things for my examination, and I realized that all of the things we have already been taught in 11th and 12th. So it's the basic visualization, the basic concept of architecture, I would say, or of designing, was very much clear to us in 11th and 12th. We were able to already, I have some of my friends along who were, in the same field, and all of us were so cool about it because we almost knew everything. And even after, when we cleared the exam, I got into my college. So the first and second year was all about this only. So the students I was with, they were not from the same background as mine. So there were students who were from commerce. There were students जिनको पता ही नहीं था कि EG क्या होता है, I remember. And it was so smooth for me. The first year was so smooth for me because everybody was, struggling on clearing their concepts. We were already ahead of them. And it really helped us. And first and second year, I think I would say it's majorly drafting in colleges also. You have to do everything by your hand. The softwares come in pretty late. So that was also so easy for us because I remember Monica ma'am really taught us on the work to work on our lines, the line weights and everything. And that is what matters in college. You are scored on that. So yeah, EG has helped me getting into my college. And even after my college was over, so I started working in my third year when I was in my third year. And I knew that I want to, continue this field. So after my college got over, I got into interior designing, and then I opened up my own firm. And currently, I am doing architecture and interior designing consultancies. So I'm working on both residential projects and commercial projects. And I would say till date, EG really helps me because at times, when you're on site, you have to deal with labor, you have to deal with very, layman. They do not understand your softwares. All they understand is your sketching and your, basic ideas. So I would say anybody who has an idea and wants to put it out there, EG is the subject for you because everybody has an idea, but we do not know how to represent it. So EG has helped us do that. I had a lot of ideas, but at times, you struggle ki bataएं kaise apna idea. So EG has helped me, be on site with the labor or a client. You just grab a paper, you sketch it out, you show them what is going to be on the left, what is going to be on the right, how will it look in the 3D, how will it look in the 2D, and it's all out there. So I would say that EG has really helped me a lot, and it's still till date I'm using it.
Also, as Japjeet ma'am, you told about how you have your own firm. So, what are a few challenges you face setting up your own business?
Challenges, as ma'am said, that you have to work hard. As our principal ma'am also said, that it's the age that you work hard now or later. So I am, on. I started working hard a little late, I would say. I started working hard when I was in college. So it's just the vision, I would say. I always knew that I have to do this in my life, and there are some challenges in terms of that you really have to, at days you will feel low, at days you will feel that you do not know what to do, or getting a job is an easy way out. But in the longer run, I would say that I always knew that I want to start my own business, and I started pretty early. As I said, I started working in my third year of college. So I was, planning it throughout. So when I got into college, I was planning it that I one day I want to set it up. So I started working hard, and automatically I would say that the doors started opening for me. So yeah, it is difficult because you are the only, responsible person in your business, but it is really fun once you get the hold of things.
Okay, Ms. Japneet, I was personally really happy to, see that someone had their own business when I was told about this. And now over to you, Devitri ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So, ma'am, tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so I completed my BTech this year. I graduated in 2021. I am preparing for my master's and I'm currently working as a graphic designer in Zeef and also freelancing designer at various other companies, which I cannot name them. But yeah, I'm a freelancer graphic designer. So that's it. And uh, like EG as a subject, I don't know, it is so close to me. First of all, I was very shocked when I got 100 out of 100 because back in the time it was I was the first student and Monica ma'am was like, Ki 100. I was like, Ki ma'am, 100. And I and ma'am both were shocked. And I don't know, it just felt nice and different to stand out of the crowd because I was a very mischievous kid. Even Monica ma'am would agree to that because every time she used to give us assignments, I used to sit at the corner of the lab and draw sketches, random doodles of people sitting. And to me, doodling and not even sketching, doodling has been close to me for a very long time. And when I got admission in QVS in 12th class, I didn't choose my subject. My father and my sister went and they chose engineering graphics as my fifth subject. And I was mad at them because I didn't wanted to do engineering. And the first thing when you hear this word, the only things that pops up in your mind is like engineering. that's a whole different field out there. Okay, I was not good at maths, so for me it was like engineering is equal to maths and engineering graphics is equal to maths. And like your parents say that we make the best decisions, and at this time I feel that it was really a best decision they made for me in my entire life. So
That calls for a huge round of applause. Because generally parents are not correct. That's what your generation thinks.
yeah, of course, because the subject itself, the name itself portrays that it will deal with the graphics or physics or I don't know what. But when you get your hands on the subject and when you study it thoroughly, it's different. You just go there, sit at the lab, you buy these equipments, fancy equipments, you just buy them and they are very expensive, to be honest. I treasure them right now, my all those setups and all. So the when I got to know the subject, then I was like, this is just an aptitude. And I was very good at aptitudes. And indirectly or directly, when you appear for exams, any aptitude or anything in such, I just feel relieved because I can skip that section or skip that topic because I'm already good at it. So I can just focus on other subjects. So it was a plus in every field.
Both of your stories are really inspiring, and it just tells me as a student as well that it is not only maths, it has more to it. And in fact, maths is
It
a
was
very
not only maths, it's not even maths.
yes.
Okay, it's just your common sense and logic and your aptitude and reasoning skills that plays in the subject. That's it.
Yes, and even as Japjit ma'am said, only if you listen to like Monica ma'am teaching at school, you are done with everything. You do not even have to go back and listen again or do something again. So, yes, thank you for your stories. And now I would like to move to the questions which have been posted in the chat area. So, Miss Devitri, are these careers in EG high profile and well paid? Someone in the chat has mentioned.
Well, yes. I did my BTech in electrical and electronics engineering, and you know, I started working from second year of my college as a designer. I didn't know what to do with the skill I had, so I started doing freelancing in graphic designing. So I made logos, and what mom told to do those sketching and orthographic views and everything, it helped me like in literal way. So I did my research. I always wanted to pursue designing, and family pressure, of course, I did my engineering. So but at the back of my mind, I always had this key masters, so I will do in designing only. So I did my research. I searched my way through through BTech, how can I pursue this? So, you know, having the skill of engineering graphics with bachelor's in technology in your hand and in your pocket, it is plus plus. And I am actually very glad that if you go and search product design engineers or product designers or architects or whatever fields ma'am have told in the PPT, search them. They are one of the top high paying jobs in the field right now. So, and I'm actually glad that I found my way through it to get what I want. And right now, 2 days back, I just got an offer from Liverpool University, UK for product designing. I was about to inform ma'am, but then I thought, let's just keep it.
That's wonderful. There were three. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Divitri ma'am. And someone has also asked, talking about bachelor's in technology, there are questions regarding, is graphic designing the same as making graphics on computers? Like,
Well, depends on you. You have a paper and a pen, go crazy. Use your skills, use anything you want. You when you do engineering, ma'am made us used to cut soaps and sponges, you know. And when you do the practical thing now, you have that sponge with you, and you can mold it into whatever shape you want. So if you want to apply it in graphics, apply it, click a picture of it, make a 3D representation, Photoshop, Illustrators, animations. You can do wonders. Do even sculpture. It has 3D representations, and 3D representation is just the basics every human man living on this planet needs.
Yeah. That's what we do in CollabCAD and AutoCAD also. There were three.
Yeah.
You can explore many things in that.
talking about these 3D graphics and sculptures, I was telling Monica ma'am today only that the thing which made me choose EG as an optional subject was students sitting in the physics lab just making sculptures out of those soaps, and I got so excited, and I just took engineering graphics for 11th and 12th. So it is just anything that you want. I would
Yeah. So of course, engineering graphics helps in 3D and in graphics most.
I would now like the audience to raise their hands if they want to speak something, and your mics would be unmuted. If you have any questions for our panelists.
Drishti, all the questions in the chat box may directly be addressed by the students or parents. Please allow them one by one to speak. We'll have the first question from Tripti. Tripti? Tripti,
Yeah.
yourself, yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, teachers. Actually, I have a question for Devatri, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to ask that I've been interested in astronomy since the very beginning, but in these initial years, as we know, due to this COVID and all, our studies are also affected a lot. And I'm not doing good at mathematics or physics these days. And I'm really worried what I'm gonna choose in my 11th standard. So, do you think that mathematics does, if right now at this stage, if one is not good at these subjects, these crucial subjects, it is going to affect their future career as well?
I didn't exactly get your question. Like, what do you want me to answer specifically?
I want to ask that, like, I'm not good at mathematics, but my ambition is to go in engineering, do engineering, astronomical engineering. But right now, I feel like if I go for that in my 11th standard, I may end up regretting taking non-medical. So, do you think that I have a scope if I give in to this, that I can do better at this?
Okay, first of all, you can do whatever you like at any point of your life. Okay, so if you are not good at maths and you want to pursue astronomy, you learn. Okay, and learning should never stop. Okay, so if you want to pursue that so bad and you are dreaming about it since your childhood, make a way, go to sites, explore, start from scratch, learn it. And engineering graphics as a subject uh, would help. I like definitely would help in making strong your, you know, analytical skills, which is very much needed in maths. I was not good at maths, but I was very good at reasoning. And I can say whatever I did in math board or whatever, wherever in entrances and all, uh, like analytical skills helped me a lot. I solved maths through creativity. All right. So that was the fun part. And like trade in engineering graphics, you doing the subject through 2 years in a row would help train your mind a lot. Am I clear?
Yes.
Or
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I got it. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
I just want you to believe in yourself that you can achieve whatever you want. Just do it.
Thank you for the motivation.
Yeah, it is actually possible to do whatever we want once it is in your mind to do it. Also, Pragya, please speak the next question for Monica, ma'am.
Hi, hello, Monica ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good
The
afternoon.
question that I have is like I want to do fashion designing from like long back, like when I was in fifth or sixth. So I don't really know like what subjects and what exactly should I opt for the same field. So that's what I want to
This
know.
is what you have to opt for. The temperament of professional representations and technical representations will be taught in this subject, and that will automatically turn or enhance your fashion skills and depiction of your ideas. The use of all curvatures, the color scheme, and combination of your presentation skills in three-dimensional views. So those will be taught to you, and automatically in school level only you will become a fashion designer, and you can pursue further for the uh, next level.
So ma'am, like engineering graphics can like help me with the same like the.
Definitely, definitely in the field.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Next, Aishna, you may unmute yourself and ask Divitri, ma'am.
Yes, good evening to everyone present here. Devitri, your story, it was really very inspiring. And I basically had a question. I mean, I'm at a point where I have to make like really life-changing decisions, as they call it. So I personally, I'm interested in putting my ideas into reality. Like I have a lot of things that go on my head all day long, but I'm not just sure about how to bring it into reality. So yes, engineering is definitely a field that is like it's really very fascinating for me. And at present, I think I'm a little inclined towards computer science. But now, when I have to make a decision between choosing EG or IP as an optional subject, I'm still a bit confused. I mean, what if in 11th I realize that computer science is not for me, and I would want to go for some other part of engineering? And at that point, maybe engineering graphics, the students, I'd be very envious of them, and I'd be like, I wish I had chosen that subject. So I wanted to take your POV here, like later on, if I would want to go into a technical field, something related to computer science, will EG as a subject will it help me out in any way, or like what are your views on it?
Okay, so first of all, you cannot compare two subjects. Okay, IP is different, engineering graphics is different. Of course, I had this in mind that I should have taken computer science, but at the end, you study so much in school and you just want to go there and chill. And EG was that subject. You chill and you learn. See, computer skills and computer codings, they personally, my view, it is okay. So you can acquire them from wherever possible, right? You invest so much in time in 11th and 12th, you study so hard, you do coding, you do debugs, you do developing and all, right? You study thick books. And engineering graphic book, it was not even a book, it was a reasoning question book which was this thin. Okay, so it gave me a lot of time to explore the other areas. All right, I didn't took IP in 11 12, but when I went and I did engineering, they taught me there. So it's never too late to learn a new skill. See, if you are thinking you want to do computer science, uh, like BTech in CSE, right? So you will learn eventually, but and what my personal view is, taking EG in 11 12 will help you get both the skills because you will have ample of time. So develop your skills. If you take EG, you can develop IP skills or coding skills side by side. There are various courses. Or take IP if you want, because it's completely up to you. That's just my
Okay.
opinion.
Thank you very much. It was really very helpful.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
At the end of the day, everyone has to make a choice for themselves, and just relax while making a choice. Also, next question, Medhya, you can unmute and ask Monica, ma'am.
Thank you for giving me a chance to ask the question. Um, my question is that I'm good at physics and maths and love these subjects, and as well as I'm good in drawing. So, ma'am, and I love space as well. So, can engineering graphics be useful in rocket science or programming in rockets, space programming?
Definitely. Definitely. We have all submission drawings and working drawings while doing all aeronautical or space making working drawings. They are all full of engineering graphic representations. So that is the basic need of all working drawings over there. So the subject should be very much clear to you before taking that
Yes,
stream.
ma'am. Also, which category you can tell me so that I can, which is best for me because I love drawing in physics and maths.
You
Which
love.
category in space? I want to uh, make models of rockets. Uh,
Okay. Then aeronautical engineering and aircraft maintenance engineering, all these are the fields which are related to machine and engineering based only, and that can help you to explore your new style of adding some machinery in that, and with the help of the working drawing representations.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Akanksha Vashisht, you can ask your next question to Monica, ma'am.
Ma'am, I would like to know how to prepare for NIFT 2022.
See, Akanksha, NIFT exam is a combination of engineering based questions, and then there will be a drawing test also. Right, drawing means of freehand sketching. So that drawing test includes all the perspective drawings, which are 1 point or 2 point perspective, three-dimensional representations. So we take a part of that in our axonometric and isometric views, which we do in class 12 and at the end of 11th also. So that is the base of all technical representations in NIFT. When you explore something and when you view something and visualize a situation, whether you are standing like a small beetle or you are flying high in the air. So those focusing and situation handling as per the viewer's side, those are being represented by perspective views. So which you can take along with your axonometric angles 30, 30, 90, which I teach you. So according to that, you can fix up your vanishing point and make the perspective drawings, which will be there in your drawing test, right? So that will be of 100 marks, and your theory based objective based questions will be from engineering graphic only, that you already know, and you can take some reference books and make practice, and if you have any doubt you can come to me. You're
Thank
always
you, ma'am.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, so now Ria, you can unmute and ask your question to Miss Divitri.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I just wanted to ask that, like, can we design automobiles under this, like, designing cars and stuff, car design, if we opt for this?
Sorry, was this question directed to me or Monica ma'am?
Whoever feels comfortable can answer.
Monica ma'am, I think you know better.
Yes, Devitri? You know this answer.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, the one like representation of anything, be it fashion, be it anything. Okay. Even putting your ideas into paper, engineering graphics will help. Okay.
So
Just
it's
like even the candidate who is aspiring for NIFT, there are candidates who make there supposedly there is a question that you have to show a scene, right? Maybe anything, a railway track or vegetable market or anything. Okay. The people who mostly people don't prepare and they just go right away. So the people who don't know how to represent those ideas into a paper, and the people who know how to represent, like the line width, the line weight, the thickness, and where to put what, the people, and I as an engineering graphics had an upper hand to, like, so I scored better in that drawing section than other. So in even in automobiles, you cannot just go and randomly sketch a car. Okay, you have to show it in 3D view. Yeah, and 2D views, right? The front, back, top, side, and then the 3D.
And then there is material knowledge also. The sectioning part is including the material knowledge. The number of parts are being made with different materials. So we represent them with different conventional representations while doing the sectioning part. So those are also taught to you, and that will be helpful for making any of the stream like car engineering or interiors of that. Suppose there is a seat of fabric and there is a rubber washer, there is a metallic object over there. So while doing the sectioning, we will be mentioning each and every one with the sectional views, conventional representation. So that will make it a clear, and it is very much required to make all the working drawings of that car working and any other object or any other machine specifically.
okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Next, we have Akshita. Akshita, you can ask your question to Monica, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure that I want to be an architect. It's been more than 2 years, like I'm pretty sure. And whenever I feel sad, I draw something. I draw sculptures. I draw buildings. When I'm happy, I draw more of like a pastel.
I had this habit. I had this hobby of making all the exterior elevations during my childhood. I didn't know why, but it was there with me.
Yeah. So whenever I feel funky, I feel funny, I draw many imaginative things like an elevating building or a
Wonderful.
flying car and something like that, ma'am. And of course, creativity is a big part of the process, but there are a lot of things like implementation, presentation, measurements. So I wanted to ask, what skills serves the best to be an architect, and what should I know, and what should I uh, think about before doing a project or before making something that will help me in the long run?
The initial knowledge is already with you. You are a creative person. So when you are creative, you are thinking something new in that exterior views or elevations. So your imagination goes anywhere. So that will be the base of your creativity. And later on, the technical aptitude will be taught to you during this subject knowledge. And the combination of those two will make it happen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right?
Okay, so now we have Manyata. Manyata, please address your question to Ms. Devitri.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to ask you, like, is engineering graphics a high profile and well paid?
Good afternoon. Well, yes, that is why I am trying to pursue masters in product design. And obviously, it is one of the top notch careers one can pursue. And as a female, you will love it. You will love the office area, you will love the process, you will love the timing and everything. And I don't know what's in it for me in future, but I actually like to thought about it. So why not?
Yes, ma'am. And also, I would like to ask, like, if we have to give the NATA exam, so is it necessary? Can we do it without maths? Like, is it necessary to have maths?
Maths is definitely required to give NATA. But for interior designing, which is very close to architecture also, you can go without maths also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Tanishk, you may ask the next question to ma'am, Monica ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that is engineering graphics a majorly theoretical subject, and if it is, then what should be taken care of while preparing for the exams
No,
and
it's
tests?
not a theoretical subject. We have some technical terms and conventional representations which will be taught to you, but not in written. So it is basically a drafting subject only. For 70 marks theory as well for the 30 marks practical, both are drafting based only. So we will be using our special technical tools to display our ideas on manually on the sheet and graphically on the system. So no theory is there. But you will have to learn these the technical terms and representations. So
Okay,
little
thank you,
learning
ma'am.
will automatically be taken into your mind while attending the classes.
Yes, ma'am. Once you start practicing, the learning part is always in your mind. So,
Yes.
yes. Keshvi, you can unmute and ask your question to Ms. Devitri.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that how is engineering graphics used in everyday life?
Okay. It actually helps me in everyday life because I illustrate every day and I have to submit projects and I have clients with me. So I just know never go out of practice, Like I guess I'm doing this regularly since 11th because 11th, 12th, ma'am made me do it. And after that, money or clients made me do it. So yeah, so that's that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ishanvi, you may unmute and ask your question to Monica ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I would
Good
like to ask that be good at physics and maths to understand engineering better.
No, not at all. It's entirely different from physics and chemistry and mathematics. No calculations are there. So it is only a different technical subject. We have some different conventions that you have to learn. So it is not at all related with physics.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Japjeet ma'am is also here. You can ask her. Drishti.
Yeah, hi everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience. Something got off.
Bhumi, you may unmute and ask your question to Japjeet ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I
Good
wanted
afternoon.
to कि मतलब ma'am told few exams for science students who can give with EG and few for arts. Can we give commerce students can also give some exams? Is there any scope for commerce in EG?
Uh, in EG or in architecture, what are you asking about?
Ma'am, EG.
I think, yeah, as ma'am said that they're introducing EG to humanities students as well. So I think commerce students can also opt for EG.
But right now we are opening it for humanities and sciences only. So You'll have to wait a little more.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, but there is scope for architecture for commerce students as well. If you are a maths, commerce with maths student, you can opt for architecture as well.
Okay, ma'am.
If anyone has any more questions, you may still raise your hands.
Drishti, there are a few questions in the chat box which we may directly ask because a few students have not raised their hands, even as the questions are in the chat box. This is Medha's question. I'll read it for everybody. I'm good at programming in computers like HTML and also interested in space. Can engineering graphics be useful in astronomy? Monica, would you like?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Definitely. While doing the astronomy course, you engineering graphic basics during your college. No matters you are learning computer sciences, but that your astronomy course will be a combination of computer science with engineering graphic.
Medha, does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. There's one more question in the meeting chat which reads relevant to me. Is architecture dependent on engineering graphics as a subject in class 11 and 12? Or can it be done without that, architecture?
That is purely based on engineering graphic study.
Okay, so one has to have engineering graphics in 11th and 12th if they want to pursue architecture in future.
It is not mandatory to take that subject,
okay.
But good to have the knowledge, basic knowledge of this. Otherwise, student cannot excel in that without the basic knowledge.
Yeah, I think with EG already, we do not have to further study for, entering into the examinations. EG really helps a lot.
Also, like, I would like to ask, sometimes even while giving my board, whenever I am taking my drafting materials as well as my drawing board, people keep asking what exactly is this. So do you feel that many people are actually aware about the subject, or they're just missing out on it? Ms. Japjeet?
Yeah, so I think there are still some people who do not know what, EG is. And I think a lot more exposure can still be given out there. Some of, privileged students like us, we already know what EG is and how, it can help us. But definitely, I completely understand you. There are a lot of people who still, look at you like when you're carrying the big boards and the T scales and everything, and they look at you, ki ye sab kya lekar ja rahe hain. But there are a lot of, people who knows and who know the value of.
You're doing something different, something technical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Okay, thank you. There is one more question from the chat box that I would like to take, and this sounds interesting to me as well. Is doodling as a skill competent and compatible with engineering drawings? The child wants to ask basically that if you have an edge on doodling, so does that help you as a student of engineering graphics?
So it is just mind-boggling and creating something new from your minds, thinking something new. So that really helps. If you are creative, you will definitely doing something with colors and with the products only. You will combining them. You will be dismantling them, and that is the root cause of your creativity. The root, the foundation of your creativity, that you dismantle something and then rearrange and see the working, and try to show the working in a better way on the paper.
Thank you, Monica. Jennifer wants to know whether being a freelance designer would have its pros and cons on they being a student, and she just wants you to elaborate on it. How does it help if you are a freelance designer?
Devitri is doing freelancing. Japjeet is doing freelancing. Try to answer this.
Yeah.
Devitri, what is your opinion? Yeah, Japjeet.
So freelancing really, helps you to explore different things. So as a freelance designer, I can, opt for any kind of work I like. So one day I can, opt for a residential freelance project. One day I can opt for a commercial. So, someday you can go and design a cafeteria out there. It's completely different. So I think freelancing work, yeah, so freelancing work really adds up to your experience, and it really helps you to explore yourself in, different atmospheres in different situations, different fields.
Like Devitri is doing along with the BTech. She used to do many graphic designing and logo designing. So that was her taste, and she pursued with that.
Well, you can't just deny the extra money that you are earning, right? Your parents are giving you pocket money, but the extra bucks you are getting by earning it yourself gives a sense of establishment. Like, huh, I can take care of myself type.
Absolutely.
So I would suggest it's like freelancers is just a side money, extra income. It's not a job. Okay. So anyone can do freelancing. Even you can start doing freelancing from 11th and 12th if you have the right skills. Yeah.
Provided you have the professional skill, the proper
Yeah,
way of.
exactly. So just train yourself to like for me, I just don't want to confine myself to a particular skill. Like just want to have 2-3 skills so that I can have a 2-3 ways of earning money. That's just the how world works.
Okay. Also, I think Alia has a question. Alia, please unmute. You may ask your question to Monica, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. So I have a doubt. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to question. So basically, I have a doubt when one pursues to be an architect or pursues architecture. So the person should go for freelance or job, private or government, any.
See, Alia, initially you will have to work under some reputed architect only. Then only you will learn the client handling and the basic works which are being done at the site. So you have to learn those things from the starting only, and after some experience you can start freelancing also.
Okay, like my dad is an architect and he's having now experience of 23 years. So he was telling like he's working in private job. He was telling in India like not much value is given to the work. Like the people, there are jobs, but the worth is not there. Like when it comes to incomes and salaries.
Yeah, it's a kind of independent business also. You can do freelancing, and you can, there's a big scope of interiors and architecture. Everywhere, houses and buildings and different structures are getting built up, and along with some good interiors, even a small house or small room is getting a new look while calling these interior designers and graphic designers to get the murals done on the walls and anything like that. So there's a big scope.
Okay.
And the word is getting stylish day by day. We are working on it since. So initially you have to work under some guidance, and then only you can pursue for freelancing.
Yes, like recently my dad has even started now after so many years finally.
Also, Medhya, I think you have a question as well. You may unmute and ask your question to Ms. Japjeet.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to ask that I have a really good drawing skill, and recently I've drawn many good human sketches. I've drawn a father sketch as well. It was really good for me. So can this this skill of drawing exact things help in engineering graphics?
Yeah.
Japjeet. Definitely,
Yeah,
while
so,
constructing our murals or wall treatments, we will definitely require this freehand sketching also.
I think also, human scale and the sketches that you do of human bodies, they really help
You must
you.
build
They
the
really,
exterior walls of metro stations and all. They are a combination of mosaic paintings and some human figures. Those are being designed by the sketchers and designers only, and with some proportion according to the size of the wall or exteriors of the buildings. So you've seen some buildings in Dubai and US. They are using many human forms, human figures, and some different type of mural elevations on those buildings, along with some light effect. These are all the utility of your free sketching. You can add on that.
Yes, I will try for automobiles sector as well, but I was just telling that I'm good already at these things. I'll try for other things. I just wanted to ask it will help or not.
Definitely, it will help. Definitely.
If I would have,
That's a part of our elevations. That's a part of our front elevations. We can try a sketching. We can try to add some different designs with the railings and exterior glass combinations. So all these done are by freehand sketching on the paper only, and later on we develop that thing graphically and by measurement. So initial part is the sketching part only.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So with that, we can conclude today's session. I think we discussed a lot all over the horizon and, covering everything when it comes to engineering, graphics, designings. By the end, many students even shared their hobbies and, what they want to pursue further. So I just want to say everyone a big all the best. And I would like to thank all our panelists. Thank you for taking your time out and sharing your knowledge with our students. This was a much needed session because quite a few students are aware of the broad spectrums of careers available under engineering, graphics, and designing. Whenever we hear designing generally, it's just fashion designing. So all of these discussions help spread knowledge. Also, I would like to thank Principal Ma'am for part of the session.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome, but it was a pleasure for me. It was a thing which was really dear to my heart, and it's been long that we've been trying to get in this move in this direction. But I think some of our alumni have proved that we were on the right track, and hence, when these children keep doing good in life and reaching different heights, so it becomes an example for rest of them. I mean, rest of them can follow in their footsteps.
Actually, thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. It was really inspiring. As well as lastly, I would like to thank the audience for being so engaged and invested, especially towards the end. So thank you everyone for your patience and time, and we may end the session.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
A special thanks to all the teachers who were instrumental in organizing this, Monica ma'am, and rest of the class teachers and everyone. And it was nice that quite a few of you were able to join. I really hope that next time when we have a session, others also join in, because such sessions are really beneficial, and it is for your benefit that such sessions are being taken up. All the best to everybody. And thank you, guests, especially, though they are our daughters, but yes, today they have come as guests and special panelists. Thank you so much, and all the best. Our wishes with you for the future.
Thank you, ma'am.
A lot. Thank you, ma'am.